Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
Be careful!
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards.
I think the just do. Change in leadership.
After I finish showing you the grounds, we can talk.
If you're working on any experiments, please clean up after yourself.
Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Another new apprentice, I see. Are you of the sort that believe you're here to change the world? Or are you only in it for yourself? I assure you that I shall be watching all of you very closely. I am an advisor to the Archmage. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
And what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do? Is that so?
See, he agrees with us too. Why don't you actually show us something?
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells? That's all right. I can teach you a very basic ward, one that's enough for the purposes of this lesson. Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you, and block it with the ward. Here you go. Over there, please. Just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now. Cast the ward spell and keep it up.
So,
You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please. Just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way. Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up.
It's no secret that the execution in Skyrim is
Well, I
tainted.
think this is an excellent start. I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthor nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity.
Please, don't do anything to
I
anger the
suggest we meet
locals.
there in a few
They don't need
hours
additional
and see
reasons
what
to
awaits
hate
us
us.
inside. Thank you.
huh?
Over here.
Oh, no, you... Guess it's all good. Guess
scared
it's all
you.
clear now.
You are now in the Arcanium, of which I am in charge. It might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt my Arcanium, and I will have you torn apart by angry Atronachs. Now, do you require assistance? As a matter of fact, there are. Have you ever heard of Shalador? Immensely powerful mage, back in the First Era. Had an understanding of magic few have ever matched. He holed himself up in Labyrinthian, and devoted all his time to research and study. Wrote more than you would imagine possible. Since then, his writings have been scattered all over Skyrim, but are little use to anyone who can't translate them. I'm one of the few who can. I've heard whispers of more of his work having turned up. If you can track it down, it may prove useful to all of us. A mage is only as good as what he knows. I try to make sure as much knowledge is available as possible. We've been keeping this collection since the Second Era. Books have come and gone during that time, but it's mostly intact. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about? Or are you just someone's errand boy? You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about... Wait. Are you... Were you the one the Greybeards were calling? I'll bring everything we have on them. But it's not much. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Fight well. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. You thieving little elf! I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? You can't take that. You're mine. Fight well. Yeah! Yeah! I'll skin you alive. I fought worse. Ah!
I'm getting out of here.
Yeah!
You prepared to die.
No, you wasn't real or...
You've been killed.
You are now in the arcade. Disrupt m- Now, do you require assistance? And what do you plan to do with it? You think that even if I did, it would be kept under the highest security? The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it? Of course. I'll bring everything we have on. So don't get your hopes up. It's mostly lies, leavened with rumor and conjecture. Mm-hmm. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on... I don't want to see you treating any of these books poorly. Are we clear? That's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of the nature of Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's been gone for a long while. Too long. Somewhere up north, in the ice fields. He said he found some old Dwemer artifact, but well, that was years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Mess with me.
Just stand still!
Never should have come here.
Scared him off.
That.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented. You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of... I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Not often, no. Some risks must be taken, to be sure. I am simply trying to avoid untimely deaths. We also must make an effort to avoid worsening what Skyrim thinks of us. Until next time.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level distraction spells yet? Is it? This is disappointing. Jezargo hoped there might be one who could keep pace with his accomplishments. Oh, but you are wrong. The only reason you could disagree is because you are losing so badly you cannot see it. There is much for Jezargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jezargo will be successful. This there is...
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. I've got a letter and a lot of gold. Something about it being your, inheritance. Oh, and sorry for your loss. Looks like that's it. Got to go. Nope. Sorry.
when the top level was built, no more could be placed. Elder Scrolls, indeed. The Empire. They absconded with them. Or so they think. The ones they saw. The ones they thought they saw. I know of one. Forgotten. Sequestered. But I cannot go to it. Not poor Septimus. For I have arisen beyond its grasp. Here. Well, here as in this plane. Mundus, Tamriel, nearby. Relatively speaking. On the cosmological scale, well, it's all nearby. One block lifts the other. Septimus will give what you want, but you must bring him something in return. You see this masterwork of the Dwemer, deep inside their greatest knowings. Septimus is clever among men, but he is but an idiot child compared to the dullest of the Dwemer. Lucky then they left behind their own way of reading the Elder Scrolls. In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Have you heard of Black Reach? Cast upon where Drimmer City slept, the yearning spire hidden learnings kept. Under deep, below the dark, the hidden keep, Tower Mazark. Of Tand, the point of puncture, of first entry of the tapping. Delve to its limits, and Black Reach lies just beyond. But not all can enter there. Only Septimus knows the hidden key to loose the lock, to jump beneath the deathly rock. Two things I have for you. Two shapes. One edged, one round. The round one for tuning. Dwemer music is soft and subtle, and needed to open their cleverest gates. The edged lexicon for inscribing. To us, a hunk of metal. To the Dwemer, a full library of knowings, but empty. Find Mazark and its sky dome. The machinations there will read the scroll and lay the lore upon the cube. Trust Septimus. He knows you can know. Dig, Dwemer in the beyond. I'll know your lost unknown and rise to your depths.
I don't claim to be the best blacksmith. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
Huh?
I'm here to buy conquest. I suppose you don't need to worry about that.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store. Come by Bellathor's shop at the market. I'm sure we've got something you need. Don't mean to be rude, but I'm too busy to talk right now. What can I do for you?
Have you met my father? He's a steward. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? Until next time.
I work for Bellathor at the general goods store.
You know what's wrong with Skyrim these days? Everyone is obsessed with death.
These fruits and vegetables are disappointing, Carlotta.
Bits and baubles for sale. All some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. You take care of
And
yourself.
from my farm, they'd be twice as fresh.
Let me know if you see anything you like. You look rather pale. Could be ataxia. Of a sort. I don't have formal training in the within these walls. If I had a septum for every case of rock joint or whitbane I've cured since I opened this shop, I'd be a rich woman indeed. So you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
Heard they're reforming the dawn. Take a good look around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for. Everything's for sale, my friend. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Take a look. Do come back.
I spend a lot of time at the market stall so I can learn the merchant's trade. I need more experience.
I've been looking for
if
you.
I'm going to run an
Got something I'm
innocent
supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. A note from someone named Calselmo in Markarth. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
There's been talk amongst the guards that you are dragon, but such a thing.
know you were trying to keep it for yourself, Cesar. You always try to keep it for yourself. No, there's got to be more. Shut up.